Hi everyone, today we're going to be reading Hannah and the Haunting Letters. Hi, my name is Hannah and I love going to school. Today I start 4th grade and I'm so excited to meet my teacher and make so many new friends. Although I cannot wait to start the new school year, I was a little scared. Before I left for the school bus, my mom told me, "It is okay to be scared and nervous sometimes, but don't ever let it bring you down." So, I picked up my head and made my way to the bus with all the other kids. I got to school and made my way to my new classroom. Once I got to the classroom, my new teacher, Miss Mendez, was at the door waiting to say hello. "Good morning, 4th graders," she said. I put my things away and found my name tag on a desk, right next to my teacher's desk. It was time to start class, and Miss Mendez began to pass out papers. She placed the paper on my desk, and I saw it was a short story. After handing everyone a paper, she said, "We are all going to take turns reading small sections of this story." I immediately began to feel nervous again. You see, I have what is called dyslexia, and this means I have trouble reading words, especially out loud. So I get scared having to read to the class. She chose a boy on the opposite side of the classroom to start reading. I anxiously waited my turn to read. I read and reread my part in my head to try and prepare myself. I've been going to therapy to help me with reading and writing, but I still get scared that I will mix up the words and letters. Then it came. It was my turn to read, and Miss Mendez could see that I was nervous to start. "Take your time, Hannah. It's okay," she said. I took a deep breath and began reading. I mixed up a couple letters and froze, scared everyone was going to laugh. I looked up, and some of the other students said some things to make me feel better. Once the school year started, every other day I went with another teacher to help me learn how to read and write without mixing up my numbers and letters. We would go to another room and would have time to spell out words with letters I mixed up often. We even played games to test what I needed more work on. Although I was not with the rest of my classmates, I knew it was helping me grow and be more confident when it came to reading. I always knew I was not different than many other kids. I also knew that I had something small that made me a little more special. Dyslexia can be hard at times and even cause a little bit of stress. I just like to remind myself that it does not define who I am or what I am capable of. I wanted to keep practicing and practicing until I was confident enough to read out loud, even if I did mess up a couple times. After many days of therapy and practicing more at home, I finally felt confident enough to try and read out loud in class again. The next day, I walked into class and said good morning to Miss Mendez. She looked at me and said, "I heard you were ready to read to the class today, Hannah." This made me a little nervous, but I knew I was ready. Once class started, Miss Mendez handed out another short story. Me, as I raised my hand. "Pick me," I said. Miss Mendez was so surprised and glad that I was so eager to read out loud to the class. She said, "You got this, Hannah. Take your time reading." So again, I took a deep breath and began reading. I analyzed each letter and word to make sure I was pronouncing and reading each word correctly. I was able to read my part without mixing up the words and letters. Everyone in class clapped and cheered me on because many of them knew that is something I struggled with. I was so proud of myself. I knew that all my hard work would start to pay off. I could not wait to get home and tell my mom all about it. Mom, I did it," I said as I ran into the house. I told her I had read a whole piece of the story without mixing anything up. She knew how hard I had been working and was so proud of me. She said, "I always knew you could do it. You just had to believe in yourself." So, friends, having something special is a good thing and should be celebrated and embraced by all. With people around that are encouraging and helpful, you can achieve anything.